Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
And make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Julia.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Unsettling Jim.
What?
You left the door open.
Oh boy, Unsettling Jim is here with us.
Is it okay if I stand? I'm gonna stand.
We have so many chairs. Why not? Why not just sit?
Feels better standing.
Well, Unsettling Jim is here because we're doing a creepy Pokemon episode today. It's been a little while since we've done a Pokemon from memory, and since it's spooky October when we're recording this, we're gonna draw some ghost Pokemons. There are so many ghost Pokemons.
Unsettling Jim challenges you to a battle.
Yeah, sometimes I listen to the Lavender Town theme on a Bluetooth speaker in public. It's real good. Kind of my jam.
Jim, I'd love it if you told me a ghost Pokemon you'd like me to try and draw from memory.
Well, this one reminds me of my first love. She was a bog witch. Well, I don't know if she was a witch, but oh boy, we sure did live in a bog together. This is Miss Magus.
Miss Magus, okay.
Or Miss Magius.
The evolved form of Miss Drevis.
Nathan knows this one exactly, I can tell.
I don't know it exactly.
Japanese name.
I know
Margie.
I know she's got a witch hat.
Just like your first wife,
I know
Margie.
she's got a witch hat. That's part of her design. But I think she also has like little like wingies coming up out of them.
All I remember is witch hat and like flowiness.
Yeah, she's pretty flowy. She's got like arms, right? That just sort of come down like this.
That seems right.
Am I close?
Julia, is he close?
Julia, am I close?
Mm-hmm.
Julia, what do you think?
It's great. I love Pokemon.
This is fourth generation, so you best believe they added some random spikes and kind of gemmy bits everywhere.
Spikes and Gemmy Bits
Gemmy
is the
Bits.
only thing I know about Digimon.
And jorts.
Is it?
Jorts.
Digimon have more jorts.
Are they spikies more so than? Are they more like that?
They're your memories. Delve deep into.
Oh God.
This does look like a Dream Drop Distance creature you would get in that Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh yeah, like one of the Heartless?
Yeah. Well, no, like one of those little like animal things you can capture and whatever.
Oh, I don't know anything about that game, as it turns out.
Yeah.
She's talking about chows. Pretty sure you're talking about
I am
chows.
talking about chows.
Chows.
I'm
No-
only talking about chows.
No one's ever talking about chows.
I actually was talking about chows just the other day.
Why?
It's because in Sonic Adventure 2, if you're
Don't
playing...
you dare put this on me.
If you're
Don't
playing
you dare
as,
do this to me again,
if you're
Jacob.
playing as Dr. Robotnik
Jacob.
and you pick up a chow, he makes this very tender noise. He goes, "Yosh," every single time you pet one.
Oh, man.
And I was like, I know this was enough of a thing that someone must have put it on YouTube. And sure enough, if you Google Dr. Robotnik Yosh, there's a clip of him petting a chow over and over again and making his little tender sound.
Jacob, could you make that sound one more time?
Yosh.
Oh, that is disquieting. How about, you know what? What if you and me just hung out in an old hospital and you could teach me how to make that sound? Because that is some primo stuff.
We could just do it here. I don't know why we have to go to an old hospital.
I mean, there's good places for it. You got hospitals, empty fields, unpopular cemeteries.
Hey,
Like if you go to Arlington, like it's too many people don't dig it.
Hey Jim, can you give me like one hint? Like if there's something big I'm missing here, because I'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, okay. Well, you're just missing out on a whole world of torso.
She has a torso?
Oh, like torso for days.
Yeah, I think you're thinking more of Miss Drevius.
Oh, does she have a full like witch body? She does have
She's
like
got a bit of a witch body going on.
Okay. You're
Miss
right.
Dreva's got a dusk stone, and she is ready to paint the town red.
Right. It's like this, right? It's just, is it like a this?
This looks like an Over the Garden Wall character that I want to meet.
She does have like the droppy down arms though, right? Like
Nathan, you know that I can't answer that question
Oh.
for you. You keep asking, but
Nathan, I can answer that question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, she's got the droppy down arms. Does she ride a broomstick?
Yes.
She should be.
Now, in the Pokemon world, brooms have their own like sentient culture. That'd be like enslaving another Pokemon.
it's very insensitive to ride a broomstick.
You know what? You're right. You're flailing out here, Nathan. I'll help you out. I'll do some readings from the Pokedex.
Oh, that's gonna help. Yeah.
That's going to help you so much with the visuals. Generation 4 Platinum says, its cry sounds like an incantation. It is said that the cry may rarely be imbued with happiness-giving power.
Rarely.
Rarely.
Most of the time, it is some real sad giving power.
I mean, There's very few happy incantations. It's like yippee and that's it.
Yippee, the famous incantation, yippee.
1 out of every 100 times Miss May just does an incantation, it's yippee.
I'm going to be so upset with myself when I see it, because I'm going to be like, oh yeah, it's that.
Nathan, I'm going to give you one last hint.
Okay.
You're going to need to wiggle that mouth a little. There you go. Oh my god.
I hate being a Pokemon.
I hate that I got drawn like this. Dang.
I wish I was better.
I'm not feeling comfortable standing here. Do you mind if I just kind of shuffle to the corner?
Oh, I wish you wouldn't.
No, it's good. I'm going to work on my breathing.
Good. Okay.
I'm gonna work on looking up Miss Magius.
This is gonna be Nathan's most disappointing turn.
Oh.
Let's see, we got
Oh.
a big hat, way more spikes,
Dang.
more jewels,
The jewels were on her torso.
more cloaks.
Dang it.
And she looks just like my ex.
Man, Miss Magius is a cool design.
Yeah, I do like
I'm bummed
I always say Miss Magus. I don't know if that's just me. Is that right or is that wrong?
let us know in the comments. I set the bar nice and low this time, so feel free to up it, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna do a good job. Unsettling Jim, who's my perfect Pokemon?
This one's real spooky-ooky. Palosand.
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 It's
That
from
sounds
the
like-
Alola region.
That sounds like a friend, a sandy friend.
Yeah, but he is a
I can
ghost.
draw Palosand.
Draw a pal of sand.
It's just a sandy friend, I think.
Kind of a sandy
It's
friend.
kind of like waving at you,
Yeah.
you know?
I will say,
What will you say? I dare you to say anything about Palosand.
no, this is good. I was going to say something, but I like the direction we're headed. Oh, can you imagine if someone set this Pokemon out against you? Just like, I don't want to do any attacks.
Nah, don't trust it.
Look at this pal,
Look at this
Osand.
Palosand. This is my Pokemon. It's a Palosand.
Whenever there's like a cute ghost Pokemon, it just means that they kidnap children. You know this to be true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all the lure in children, isn't it?
Palosand is like, you're like, oh, I love him. Then you look up the Pokedex and like, this seems like a friend, but it lures fat children to hell.
Where it lives.
Palosand is the evolved form of, what's Palosand's unevolved form?
Sandygast.
Sandygast.
Sandygast. Now that sounds like a sand ghost. This is just a pile of sand.
When I go to the beach, I like to bury myself and then just pop out, whenever.
The,
It usually takes a whole day of popping before you get a good spook.
does he have a bucket hat?
He's got a bucket on his head.
It's interesting mentioning burying, because sort of the crux of both of those names, they're in there. The clue is in there, but it is buried under some sand. It's
The clue of the reality of this Pokemon?
yeah, Sandygast and Palosand, they both have sort of part of the word that they're referencing in there.
This is the Sandcastle one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's who this is.
According to the
Okay.
Pokedex of Ultra Sun, each of its grains of sand has its own will. Palosand eats small Pokemon and siphons away their vital essence once they're still alive.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's messed up.
It's like they should have just said straight up ganks.
Yeah, it
Like
eats
that's
other
like
Pokemon
murder would have
alive.
been like way less disturbing.
I think this Palosand does lure you in with this friendly face.
Yeah.
It lures in your Pokemon, and then it eats them alive.
It's nice to know that in the world of Pokemon, even sand is not safe.
No,
to
even
be
sand is not safe.
You just gotta beware. Just gotta be wary at all times.
Is there a clothing Pokemon? Like a Pokemon that's just a shirt?
Huh.
Is there?
Is there?
Maybe not yet.
Rotom turns into a washing machine.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
That's like pretty close.
You can get a washing machine Pokemon, so I don't know if you get just an individual shirt, but
By the way, I
bet it's coming.
apologize about my wardrobe. I did not realize this was, I didn't realize there'd be an audience here. So,
I mean, it's just us, but
but I'm not even wearing the nice rags.
These are just your everyday wear rags.
Yeah, these are my gym rags.
Oh,
I
so
got-
you do make it to the gym.
Oh, I hang out at Planet Fitness.
uh-huh.
You ever I'll just stand on a treadmill for an hour, really work on my lats.
Do you turn the treadmill on or you just stand there?
I'll work on I'll turn up the incline, but that belt ain't moving.
Just slowly Does it even let you do that? Just up the incline without turning it on first?
It's Planet Fitness, man. There's no rules.
I'm just trying to imagine that. Just like a person standing on a slightly slanted... I'm surprised you haven't gone viral yet. That seems like something that someone would take a video of.
Oh, I'm very sick.
Put you on gym fails. Okay. That's not what I meant by viral, but good. I mean, not good, but I'm sorry.
Is it cool if I just scratch at this thing on my face with a pocket knife?
You are doing it. I appreciate that you asked after the fact. But...
always seek forgiveness, never permission.
Jacob, this is just a lovely... the blood coming out of the mouth isn't great, but...
It's not great, but even still, don't you still kind of trust him?
Yeah, I'm like, that's probably an accident.
That can't be blood.
That's definitely just like cherry syrup from a snow cone.
Yeah, he just had a snow cone.
Jacob, these eyes, they're so good. Everything about this, man.
He's holding up a snow cone.
Oh, there's blood in that snow cone, too.
No, it's just the cherry syrup on the snow cone.
Oh,
Nathan.
okay.
Nathan, there's nothing to worry about here. This pile of sand
is my
is your pile of sand. Your pile of sand is my pile of sand.
You really did capture the essence of this pile of haunted dirt.
All right, I'm going to pull up the real one now.
Okay.
Is it supposed to be like Palisade?
Yeah,
is that the deal?
Or like a palace. Yeah.
Palace
of sand.
It does look like a palace.
Is that one just swallowing a Pokemon right
now?
Yeah, it's like it said in the Pokedex. It does devour Pokemon alive and siphons their vital essence.
Which is just insult to injury.
Yeah.
Really?
It's really horrid, honestly.
I like yours better.
Mine is much nicer, that's for sure. This one even looks like it's got an angry face. Like, I wouldn't trust this for a second. I wouldn't come near. It looks like it wants you to get in its mouth.
Eat you.
That's a common mistake. If you want something to get in your mouth, you can't look like you want it.
You can't look
to get
like
in your
it.
Mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have a look like, I don't care either way if you get in my mouth.
No one's gonna do it.
No one's gonna do it.
I'm looking up the Pokedex, and its name in Japanese is a very complicated pun about death.
To read it makes adults openly weep. Julia, would you like to draw a Pokemon?
Yeah, I would.
Keeping with the Halloween theme, we're going with one of my favorite kind of autumnal ghosts. It's Pumpkaboo, a dual-type ghost grass Pokemon.
Pumpkaboo.
Okay.
Pumpkaboo.
So just imagine a Gourd, but also terror. But also cute.
But also kind of cute.
They should have named it Terror Gourd. I
What?
should name my band Terror Gourd.
Yeah, you should.
Well, it evolves into Gourgeist, right?
Mhm.
Gourd. Is it
Gourd?
Gourgeist or Gourgeist?
Gourgeist.
Just Gourgeist.
Damn,
Wow.
that sounds cool.
That does sound cool.
But Pumpkaboo.
Pumpkaboo sounds adorable. Gourgeist does not sound adorable.
In French, its name is Pitrui. I don't know if that works on any level.
I have no idea.
Pitrui. Oh.
It must be a pun on something.
I think it's like a gourd. I think it's like the same translation, basically. Trying to remember the word for gourd. Turns out I haven't had to use the word gourd a lot in French.
Weird.
Not a
Hasn't
lot
come
of
up,
not a lot of gourd talk.
Not a lot of gourd
in
talk.
France.
Next time you call your grandmother,
Yeah.
ask her about gourds.
Okay. I
See
will.
what her feelings on gourds are.
She's coming to America soon. I'm sure I'll just talk to her a lot about gourds.
Yeah.
It'll be the only thing I'll talk to her about while she visits.
Then you'll be ready for the next Gourd episode of Drawfee, where we draw knockoff gourds. Gourds we've never seen before.
Oh, wait till you get to acorn squash, my friend.
Now that's a gourd.
Now that's a gourd. I like spaghetti squash because
That's just something you do to a squash, isn't
but
it?
There's also a spaghetti squash.
I thought you spaghettized the squash itself.
No.
I mean, you can.
You're confusing that with a zoodle.
Yeah, you're thinking of a zucchini noodle
Am I?
There is a type of squash that comes pre-spaghettied.
It's
spaghetti.
You got it's
You open it up and its insides are already spaghetti.
no. The creepy
That's
part
amazing.
is in its raw state, it's not spaghettied, and only when cooked
Yeah, you
does
cook
it
it.
spaghettify.
You cook it and the inside gets all stringy.
Dang.
And then you put a fork in there and oops,
Put
it's
a
spaghetti.
fork in me. I'm done.
Julia, first of all, big fan of your work. Me and the other, I don't want to say drifters, but let's just call them place challenged humans.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Are big fans of your various creations.
Thank you.
You might want, in order to
Oh, good.
nope,
Oh,
I
very
spoke too
good.
soon.
Very good. Very good.
Spoke
very
too
good.
soon.
Good. Oh yay!
It was a mask, huh?
He's taking his face off, like in Face Off.
This is just like the movie Face Off.
This is Nicolas Cage.
It's where Nicolas Cage takes his own face off to scare children.
And then, oops, it was John Travolta the whole time.
And then John Travolta realizes the only way to beat a face off is to be a face off. So he takes his own face off.
Oh my God, what's inside? What do we got in here?
Is it just a little skull? Is it a human skull? Does the skull belong to this Pokemon, or is it just in there?
Aw, it's still kind of cute.
Oh yeah, you got like the peekaboo element. That's kind of what this is, right?
Yeah, it's like the object permanence.
Don't worry. The person whose skull that is fine. He just had his vital essence removed.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what the stem is. It's attached to the stem
Yeah.
going in. So you can either take the front off or you can just like pull the stem out.
Pull it right out of the top.
Julia, this is just a good design. This is just a cool monster design you did.
Yeah, I do like this a lot.
This is way too well thought out to be a late gen Pokemon.
Unsettling Jim, did you have something that you wanted me to add?
The Pumpkaboo does have kind of a kitty cat like element to it.
Okay.
A je ne sais meow.
So it's just cat ears right on the skull.
You know how cat
How
ears
cat
are
skulls do.
part of the bone
Yeah.
of the cat.
Yeah, this looks to me like a perfect recreation of a cat
Oh,
skull.
it's got a little cat nose and whiskies. Julia, you've made me frightened and feeling like awe at the same time. I don't know how you did it.
I'm frightened and delightened.
I'm frightened and delighted.
You know what? Is it okay if I sit down?
I wish you'd been sitting this whole time.
I'm gonna have to sit. This is new for me.
No, don't sit on me. Oh, oh, you're so wet.
You got all his muck on you.
I promise you, none of it is sweat. That's an Unsettling Jim guarantee.
How are you this sticky?
Are the pupils also bones?
Oh,
Or are
it's
they
little
like
flames.
little fires?
They're little
Okay.
flames.
The Pokedex says that the Pumpkaboo is said to carry wandering spirits to the place where they belong, so they can move on.
That's nice.
Mention nothing about the connective tissue, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
is
really
that...
missed out on some chances
Oh, we're
there.
getting some of that spaghetti squash in there now.
Yeah,
a little bit
It's-
of spaghetti.
we're getting that
Some of
that
those
stringy.
gross innards.
Oh my God.
I will say carving a pumpkin is just a gross disaster of a thing to do.
Yep, we did do that on an episode a long time ago. Me
Years and years
Caldwell.
ago.
Me and Caldwell tried to carve a pumpkin. We didn't do a great job, but it's there on YouTube if you want to watch it.
I love pumpkin carving season because then you get access to all them good, like, sticky bits.
No, you don't want the sticky
Please-
bits.
No,
Please
like
get
in
off me.
magazines, they say you should, like, roast the seeds, but then you ruin all that good glop.
I'm just gonna sort of slide out from underneath if that's okay. Okay.
You can
Now
slide out, but you can never truly.
no, I'm
Be
gonna
clean.
need to take a shower after this.
Oh, I know a good one over at the Planet Fitness.
I'm gonna need to take 2 showers.
Those idiots leave soap just lying around.
Oh, what's going on here? We got a little
Little lantern? What's it hooked onto? Is that a pocket?
He's got a little belt around his little ghostly form.
Oh.
Like he does have clothes, maybe.
You should always die wearing a belt so that your ghost can have a belt too
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the few items of clothing that does go with you
to keep
to
your
the afterlife.
your ghost pants up.
Am
Yeah.
I missing anything big that I should add?
You know what, Julia? I will give you one last little helping hint.
Okay.
Pumpkaboo does have stubby legs,
Does he?
which was my name on the blues circuit before I adopted my unsettling lifestyle.
Those were more settled times.
Oh my God, they called me Settling Jim back then. I was a very calming presence.
Oh, yes, he looks like the Nightmare Before Christmas boogeyman. Like that's what his
A-
little legs
a
were
little
like.
bit, yeah.
Oogie boogie.
Oogie boogie.
Yeah, you got some oogie boogie bottom, and then you come up top, and you just there's a whole mess of stuff happening in there, and I love it.
Julia, I'm very endeared to this drawing.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It is creepy, but in such a way that I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah, I would want this poke on my team.
I like him.
I like this guy.
This is like, I don't know what it's like. It's original, I guess.
Something I've never considered before.
Julia, you've shown me the error of my ways. For too long, I had sought to leave people troubled, bothered, perturbed, disconcerted, agitated, flustered. But real unsettling isn't a thing you are. It's a thing you create.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to art school.
Okay.
They're just sitting.
He's just floating along. With his little legs
Legs
up.
Oh,
Legs up, baby.
I kind of liked him better with his little,
you know,
little footies.
we're trying stuff.
His little footies out.
Yeah,
This is how you make true art. It's iterative.
you put the feet down, you put the feet up, you put the feet back down again.
Yeah.
I will say this is still a way more engaging design than Meltan. Have you seen that bullshit?
Meltan?
This is Ditto with a nut on its head.
It's just Ditto with a nut.
Yeah. Ditto found the nut and put it on his head.
Wait, what's Meltan?
That's
I
the
gave him
new
Spheal
That's the new Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
Meltan?
Yeah, they're making a big deal out of it. They're trying to
Is
make
it a Pokemon Go exclusive?
They'll show up in other games, but oof a doof, it is just real hot trash.
It's Ditto with a nut on its head?
It's
Yeah.
Ditto with a metal nut for a head.
No.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
got like a doofy tail that
Yeah,
like
we'll show it to you. Don't worry.
Oh, I don't like that.
Are those like seeds?
Those are little pumpkin seeds
mm.
It
falling
leaves
out.
a trail wherever it goes.
Yeah.
Eternal seeds.
If it pulls off its face, it starts to leave little pumpkin seeds.
Julia,
I love it.
I should have just done I should have just tried to do my own design.
What? No, Julia is remembering the time she spent playing Omega Ruby.
Is that what this is from? I didn't even know that was a game. I've literally never heard of that before in my life.
Should we look up the actual Pumpkaboo?
Yeah, let's look up
Let's look
Pumpkaboo.
up Pumpkaboo.
Yeah,
be
if you want to feel
disappointed.
disappointed.
Yeah, it's not as good as this. But,
Oh.
you know,
So it's like not even really a pumpkin.
it's like a pumpkin with a little like cat coming out the top.
It does have a cat coming out the top, huh?
What's this little bowling pin one? I mean, you did get that it has two sets of eyes.
The bowling
So
pin is
that's-
Gorgeist.
Yeah. Also the little stubby legs.
And the little stubby legs. Well, the little stubby legs,
It was a direct
Jim-
hint, yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
told you about.
But I think you got pretty close.
I like it. I like these Pokemon that
I
we
like
did.
My boy.
Trick or treat. It's Pokemon time.
Go catch them all. Go catch all the ghosts.
Go catch them all. Hey guys, if you like the videos we make and want to see even more, maybe consider signing up for Dropout. We've got a show on there called Cartoon Hell. We've got comics. It's a lot of fun if you want to support Drawfee directly and also get some extra content.
Yeah, it's good for you. It's very good for us.
We'd,
It's good for everyone.
We'd appreciate it. Give it a shot if you're even a little bit interested.
Also, if any of you know someone in the admissions department at RISD, I have a portfolio I would like to reviewed.
Yeah, so get at
Jim's going to art school.
We're going to be following Jim's art school journey as it progresses.
I've already signed up to do nude modeling for side money.
Gotta spook them all.
These rags come off for the right price.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
Sorry.